Marlene Proctor lives in St. George, Utah, but she didn't always. Her father grew up in India and Israel, and her mother is from Poland. Marlene was reared in Key West, Florida, because of a unique turn of events. How did they end up in Key West, Florida?
Well, my father was in the service, and he was sent to Key West, and he won a bar in the poker game.
In a poker game?
Yes. And the guy wanted to win it back, so he put up his house, and he won the house. The house and the bar.
So your family all moved there?
Right.
This is the street where Marlene's father ran the bar he won in the poker game. They had many notable customers in that establishment, including Ernest Hemingway, Tennessee Williams, Cary Grant, and even a U.S. president.
And did you say President Truman came to visit?
Harry Truman came, yeah, and he used to take us for walks, hold our hands and take us for walks, my sister and I, and we used to call him Uncle Harry.
Wow.
Marlene made a fateful decision one day when she was 13 years old. She decided to run away from home.
My mother and I had a little fight, and I took all the money out of the cosmetic shop, out of the cash register one day, and I went right next door to the Greyhound bus station and jumped on the Greyhound bus and went to California, got off.
You went all the way to California?
Got off at the LA Greyhound bus station in California.
And then how did you survive?
So I went and found a tiny little place and took it and got another girl that I met at the skating ring to come and stay there with me.
And you were on your own at age 13?
Yes.
And did you go to school?
I went to Venice High School, and they kicked me out for signing my own report card. They caught me forging my report card.
Marlene eventually became an animal trainer and horse wrangler for the movies. She also did stunt work and appeared in several movies herself. And because she learned about cosmetics from her mother's shop, she became a makeup artist for the stars. She also did deep-sea diving with Mel Fisher during the time he discovered the treasure ship Atosha. For one period of time, she was a professional model, which led to another interesting adventure.
So tell me about the time you lived in the jungle in a bikini.
Oh, well, that was one of the modeling jobs. I was asked to come to Costa Rica to do modeling. So I went there. They got me a round-trip ticket. And once I got there, I wanted to see what it was like to really be a native there in Costa Rica. So I sold my ticket home, and I lived on that money. And I lived there with the Indians for a year.
Well, how did you end up in Utah?
My son was born deaf, totally deaf. And in Utah, the Osmonds were starting a school teaching a deaf child to hear through vibration. So I came here to Orem with my son so I could put him in that school.
With Marlene's dedicated help, her son Jamie, who is deaf and legally blind, earned a doctorate in psychology. Her second son, Jake, has become an accomplished musician with Marlene's encouragement.
And did Jamie get you involved in your Tibetan
In my
bowl?
healing. He got me to learn vibrational healing and the vibrations, because I had to teach him to feel words because he couldn't hear them. So I do Tibetan bowl sound therapy, and I do acutonics, which is acupuncture but with tuning forks instead of needles.
And I hear you do intuitive readings also.
Right. And I also work on California psychics, too.
When Marlene's father lived in India as a child, his home was next door to Gandhi, and he was taught by him.
And so I know that you have to be the vibration that you want to bring into your life because of all of the things that my father learned from Gandhi. He never got mad. He was very loving and very giving and just a beautiful man.
And Marlene Proctor is a beautiful and fascinating woman, as well as a healer of the soul. We're lucky to have her living in our community. If you know of someone who lives among us who has led an extraordinary life, we'd like to tell their story. Call us at 435-879-4274 or go to southernutahnow.com.